Coming up tonight, applicants wanted, the Prime Minister officially opening the recruitment exercise for the second cohort of the National Youth Guard. Plus, a local fisherman on the island of Grand Bahama calling for answers and alternatives. This as they say their source of income has been threatened. And later, deck the halls with boughs of holly. The Christmas lights on West Bay Street into Pompey Square have returned. We'll tell you what the family islands have coming up for Christmas beautification as Our News Weekend starts now. This is Our News Weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Megan Shepard. While the Caribbean region remains an attractive destination and transit area for regional and foreign illegal and irregular migrants, namely those from Latin America, the Caribbean, Asian, Africa, and India. This according to Commander of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, Commodore Raymond King.
As it relates to the Bahamas, we encounter Haitians, Cubans, Jamaicans, Dominicans, Chinese, and Ecuadorians in surging numbers as of late. The Northern Bahamas, the mixed nationality migration to the state of Florida continues to increase. Statistics to date indicates that year over, for the fiscal year 23 versus the fiscal year 22, the migration rate has increased by 90%.
However, the Commodore also noting that migration in the South has seen a 22% decrease in irregular Haitian migrations compared to 2022.
That is 2,800 migrants versus 3,600 for 2022. And I'm pleased to report that there have been no migrant landings in the Bahamas for the year 2023, reported, detected, or otherwise.
He says migration trends are shifting toward other Caribbean nations.
The probability of success with the migrants entering TCI, given its close proximity to the northern coast of Haiti, is a factor. Additionally, we have seen an increase in smuggling attempts, Haitians trying to get into the Dominican Republic, as well as a few landings on the coast of the eastern coast of Jamaica.
And as the holiday season approaches, Commodore King says the Defense Force remains strategically postured.
We know the trending for migration. We know the trending. And the holiday periods, one of those periods, whenever we have a national holiday, weekend periods, when they figure that we're relaxed and we're in a Junkanoo festive mood. But for the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, holiday periods and those really doesn't faze us. We have a job to do.
As Prime Minister Philip Davis continues to push larger countries across the world to take responsibility for their roles in climate change, he says he also believes it is important to take control of our future as a nation. To this end, the nation's leader officially opening recruitment for the second cohort of the National Youth Guard. The first cohort of 64 trainees included Bahamians from across 10 islands.
I'm putting forward a clarion call to young people across the nation to step forward as ambassadors of hope and guardians of our future. Every day, Bahamian young people are leading in sports, science, business, and agriculture, and now disaster risk and climate change. The National Youth Guard is testament to the government's commitment to engage youth in crucial ways that shape the landscape of this country.
The program is designed to develop employable skills and capacity in youth while simultaneously bolstering government and institutional readiness in the event of disaster. Davis says in 2024, the country will welcome 3 new cohorts, with this round of applicants embarking on their journey of service beginning January 15th, 2024.
In this 4-month program, participants receive rigorous training in a diverse array of subjects designed to equip them in disaster response and recovery and give them employable skills. The trainees are taught subjects as diverse as CPR, search and rescue, maritime training, and plumbing and electrical work by esteemed professionals from our partner agencies, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, NEMA, the DRA, LJM Maritime Academy, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, and BTVI.
Well, there are many professions that have been around for decades and even centuries. One of them is fishing. Yesterday, local fishermen on Grand Bahama arrived to their regular spot in the Carvel Beach community, but were met with a newly erected fence. It blocks access to a ramp they have collectively built. Local fisherman and businessman Ivan Moss says that area has been in use by the local fishing community for over 4 decades.
Overnight now, there was no warning. This is their second attempt. This attempt now, they put up a permit and they put the fence up. There was no warning, said that this property would belong to someone. 7, 8 years ago, we was requiring on this property to see if we could purchase it, me and the guys, them who deal with the boating and everything, because this become a home from home. So I don't know why this had happened overnight. This was too sneaky.
Moss admits that the land is privately owned, but they are unaware of the owner's identity.
We don't know for sure who they are. They say it's a German guy. This German guy, he don't vote politics. So he can't make no provision for us. It's his property, it's his property. There's nothing we can do. But we inquire about the property. How come we wasn't given the privilege? Now he have the property and it's overnight. This fence is up. We want to know why we wasn't warned.
He adds that they have invested equity into the land over the decades.
We built a ramp out of our pockets. We put the shed over there out of our pockets, where people come in fishing. Elderly people come in fishing out here.
Local fisherman Juan Hanna adding that he believes the situation should have been handled differently.
If the private owner is going to take this, then we need to have somebody else to go. And before they put up the fence, they should at least make sure we have another facility to accommodate us before we put up the fence. This is just letting they put up the fence and to show it. They even ain't put up no gate for them to access it. So to show that they're not doing nothing productive or no construction or nothing, just to be, like I say, blatant. They put up the fence with no gate.
Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama, Iram Lewis, also supporting the local fishermen. He says not only does it impact Grand Bahamian fishermen, but others throughout the country.
It is also an access for persons coming in from Bimini, persons coming in from Abaco, and Andres. So the movement of people is very important to our survival. So I do believe that that a conversation should have been taking place first, prior to the fence going up. And even though the fence is up now, I think we still need to have the conversation. And until such time as the person is ready to build, allow the fishermen to access the ramp. They're not stealing the land. They're not taking the land. And as far as I was made to understand, these fishermen decided to even pool their resources and buy the land because it's that important to them.
While Atlantis celebrates their 25th anniversary this year, they've got lots of good news to celebrate as well. Earlier in the week, Atlantis executives shared this year's Battle for Atlantis was the best they've seen. With record-breaking numbers, they credit the increased airlift as one of the reasons for the high numbers. Marlena Leonard fills us in.
We're very pleased with airlift. I mean, it could always continue to grow. We could always use more capacity, but we're very excited about the flights from the West Coast, Los Angeles and Seattle. Those are important steps for us. We're seeing a lot of guests coming from there. So to have direct service is a great thing. It will make it that much more convenient. But the airlift from the UK, we're seeing a lot more European business is strong. Canada's come back, and the US has been strong for us coming out of COVID, but certainly in the last 2 years.
And with the holiday season right here, the Atlantis executive says the hotel is already showing sold-out bookings. Oswald tells us many returning guests tell her they're brought back by Atlantis's one-of-a-kind level of service.
I think it's a lot of, first of all, it's our team members. And I was talking to a guest the other day who just was astonished at how great our team members were in interacting with them, taking the time to provide information, and really making them feel comfortable here. And Atlantis has always taken pride in the variety of offerings and the diversity of what we have to offer customers, whether it is entertainment like CeeLo Green or some of the other fabulous entertainers. We have Maroon 5 coming up. We have Lionel Richie this weekend, which is sold out. Maroon 5, which is close to selling out.
And she says it's not just that keeps people coming.
So whether it's entertainment, whether it's fine dining like Salon, Carranza, Nobu, or marine life and conservation and learning about our rescue and rehabilitation programs. There's just such a variety of things, of experiences that Atlantis has to offer, and I think, there's not anything else like it in the world except other Atlantises in terms of diversity of experience, levels of service, and offerings that we have for guests. And I think that's what makes it so special and keeps our guests keep coming back year after year.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Marlena Leonard.
Thanks so much, Marlena. Well, we've got lots more to get to tonight, but first, our Ian McKenzie joins us now with your first look at weather. Ian.
Thanks, Megan, and good evening, Bahamas. Here's a look at your Saturday forecast. Currently outside our studios, we're under partly cloudy skies with a few isolated showers. Temperature 75. Winds are from the east-southeast at 15 miles per hour with a feels-like temperature of 80 degrees. Current temperatures across the country at this time in our nation's second city, Freeport, we have 74, pair of 75s in Great Harbor Key and in the capital, 76 in Nicholstown, Andros, 78 in Allenstown, Bimini, and 77 in Governor's Harbor, Eleuthera. For the Central Bahamas, continuing the 77s in Kemps Bay, Arthurstown as well, a pair of 79s in Georgetown and Deadman's Key, Long Island, cool spot at 76 Coburn Towns in Salvador. For the Southeast Bahamas, we have 81 in Duncantown, Ragged Island, a pair of 79s in Colonel Hill and Delectable Bay, Auckland, a pair of 78s in Abrahams Bay, Meguan, and 78 also in Providenciales, 81 in Matthewtown in Nagua. First look now at our satellite and radar composite. We have some cloudiness moving into the area, and this is all courtesy of a cold front that is expected to make its way through the area Monday and into Tuesday, and should moisten things up through most of the week. That's your first look at weather. Stay tuned. Your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on Our News Weekend, it's all system go for Junkanoo across the Family Islands. We'll tell you when and where you can watch the greatest show on Earth this festive season. Plus, exceptional employees celebrated at the Atlantis Resort. The Emerald Awards held recently, and we've got the top winners. Those details and more coming up when Our News Weekend returns.
Doctors Hospital is reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Exuma, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
Sports and Culture Minister Mario Bolag on the defense about scores of Junkanoo tickets being unavailable to the public for purchase. Earlier this week, Alive's Chief Information Officer, Dwayne Davis, confirming that before the ticket launch, 37% of tickets were already earmarked from the Rawson Square and Scotiabank seating areas. The next day, the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence issued a statement saying the decision to reserve tickets was made to honor the contributions and support of key stakeholders. Bolag explaining why hundreds of tickets were reserved ahead of the upcoming Junkanoo parades.
I think the JCNP sent out a statement that clarifies as it relates to those tickets that were reserved. Always remember, any tickets that reserved for stakeholders as it relates to Junkanoo are persons who invest in Junkanoo, and the reason why these Junkanoo groups can make Bay Street. While I appreciate the concern and the needs of persons in the public wanting to be and come a part of Junkanoo, at the same time, let's remember that when you look at government officials, seats are placed in front of the bleachers, so they are not seats that are counted in the cost for Junkanoo.
And while preparations are in full swing here in the nation's capital for what is expected to be some of the biggest Junkanoo parades in recent times, the excitement is also felt throughout the family of islands. Cultural Officer and Junkanoo Coordinator in the Ministry of Culture, Ellery DeVoe, noting the New Providence Junkanoo Parade is scheduled for January 25th. That is Junior Junkanoo, by the way. As for the family islands, well, the island of Eleuthera kicks off the festivities.
They will be kicking off the Junkanoo Parade this year on December 23rd. Their Junior Junkanoo Parade will be on March 2nd, Exuma Senior Junkanoo Parade January 10th, Grand Bahama January 1st, and January 27th, on Abaco February 4th, 14th, and Bimini February 24th.
Atlantis is known for its employee recognition, and this week they hosted this quarter's Emerald Awards, naming the finalists who will be in the running for their annual Crystal Award. President and Managing Director of Atlantis, Audrey Oswald, tells us it's all about highlighting the talent spread across the workforce.
You know, what this has become is about rallying around your coworkers and knowing that we're there to support you and we all need one another. That's why we're a team, and that it's not just any one individual that makes Atlantis so successful. It's all of us together as a team. And to see them come out and rally around their coworkers is just exciting. That's equally as exciting as nominating and awarding the winners.
And the hotel president says the excitement spreads far beyond the award winners themselves.
So much fun to watch all the team members cheering their teammates on, and you see it. You see some of them have cowbells and whistles, some of them have little cheerleader shakers, and you know, they really come out here in droves. We've been doing this event for 25 years, and it's always been held. Oh, there they go. It's always been held in the Atlantis Theater. I think next year we're probably going to have to move it into one of the ballrooms because we have so many people turning out to cheer their teammates on, and that's really what this is all about. You know, all of our team members are special. All of them are really the best of the best. In Nassau, Paradise Island, we're so thrilled to have such a dedicated and passionate team.
When our news comes back from the break, MLB players investing into the lives of over 200 young people. This as the 6th annual Don't Blink Home Run Derby currently underway. Our news team was there for the skills training session, and we'll tell you all about it on the other side of this break. Don't go away. Welcome back. Over 200 children had the opportunity to learn vital baseball skills from MLB players this past Wednesday. The children, who ranged in ages from 4 up to 15, spent time at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium. It was all a part of the 6th annual Don't Blink festivities, hosted by Bahamian MLB players Todd Isaacs Jr. and Lucius Fox. Skills like pitching, hitting, and catching were just some of the things the kids worked on during the 2-hour clinic.
Happy for the turnout. I'm happy the kids of the Bahamas came out because that's why we started this whole event. It's for them, the future generation, the future of the Bahamas. And we had a great showing today. They gave 100%, great enthusiasm. They listened to everything we said, and hopefully they took something back with them that they could implement to their game and take them to the next level.
And as for their skills, Fox had this to say.
Us Bahamians, we could do it all, you know, super fast, super quick twitch, quick to learn. So that's the skills you need to continue to progress in this game, and we have it here in the Bahamas, and looking forward to the many Major League Baseball players that come from the 242.
Well, still to come on Our News Weekend, your extended weather forecast with meteorologist Ian McKenzie. Plus, the Christmas spirit is officially in the air. We'll tell you about the beautiful displays of Christmas lights beginning just west of Arawak. Stick with us. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Well, lots of activities this holiday season. Thankfully, meteorologist Ian McKenzie is back with your extended weather forecast to help you plan it all.
Thanks, Megan. Welcome back, everyone. Here's a look now at your extended forecast, where we have some cloudiness associated with a funnel system that should be moving into our area Sunday and into Monday. This funnel system should stall just to the south of New Providence, where it will become stationary and enhance shower activity. Possible some thunderstorms as well across the area through most of the week. Boating forecast: small craft should use caution in the northwest Bahamas. Winds east to southeast 15 to 20 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet. You can expect a low tide tonight at 11 p.m. with a high tide tomorrow morning at 5:27 a.m. For the central and southeast Bahamas, we're asking you small craft operators to remain near port. Winds will be east to southeast at 20 to 25 North Sea, 6 to 9 feet, and your swimmers should also remain on shore. Here's a look now at your national forecast. And in your extended forecast, that frontal system, prefrontal activity should enhance showers across the area straight through most of the week. By Friday, Saturday, the weekend, we're looking at a low pressure system to even enhance what should be a really wet week. Temperature wise, we're looking at low 70s, up to the mid 80s for your highs, lows around the mid to low 70s. That's a wrap in the evening forecast. Make it a great, safe, fun night, everyone.
Thanks so much, Ian. Well, you may recall the fanfare of Christmas lights and cutouts that lined parts of West Bay Street and into Pompey Square last Christmas. The experience returns this weekend, beginning west of Arakey into Western Esplanade and into Pompey Square. There will also be a setup in Jumbay Village on Blue Hill Road, just east of the National Insurance Board building. Island Pearl International, Keandra Gardner, is responsible for this year's experience.
We're also going to be introducing a little bit more information about Bahamian Christmas traditions. There are a few different surprises. I don't want to give it all out. You have to come out as of December 9th in New Providence, and it's already live in the Family Islands as of December 2nd to experience the additional elements. People enjoyed the cutouts. People enjoyed the Santa sleighs. People enjoyed the walks and just having that experience for the holidays. So you want to come out, see what's new, see what we brought back that you all said that you really loved.
And New Providence won't be the only island with the tinsel and glam. The same will be done in Eleuthera, Abaco, Exuma, and Cat Island.
We want all Bahamians to feel a part of the experiences that we have here in New Providence. And so having it on the additional family islands also makes them feel a part of the fold. And in addition to that, it gives us an opportunity to make it even better, to take it to additional family islands so that all Bahamians can come and have that holiday experience and feel the magic, as they say, of Christmas and the holidays.
Definitely can't wait to drive by New Providence and take a look. Well, thank you so much for joining us for Our News Weekend. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepard. Have a safe and wonderful evening.